Hey guys, welcome back. Hey Fel,
What's up? Welcome to the
what's
Strategy
up?
Vault. I'm Felix.
I'm Gio.
In every episode, we break down the strategies for major wins, bold ideas, and lasting growth.
It is Tuesday and we're all about getting things done. So let's dive into deeper habits and systems that fuel real progress.
Buckle up
Grab your coffee.
and let's
Let's crack
crack
open
open the
the
vault.
ball. It seems like we
Welcome.
have a very bad synchronization issue, but we'll get there, man. We'll get
We'll
there.
get there, bro. On va le
Okay, okay.
pratiquer, le crack open the vault. Je sais que it's way better than last week. I have to tell you.
For sure.
We're getting there. We're definitely getting
Yeah,
there.
it's getting dope, honestly, with all the visuals and the music, and it's getting fun.
Actually, yeah. Enjoy it. So, what's on the menu?
All right.
What's on the menu? Getting Tuesday done. We're always reading David Allen, Getting Things Done here. We're
It's his
still
favorite
at
book.
chapter 3. We're starting chapter just at the beginning of chapter 3. And we're talking practical productivity tips for busy people, for overwhelmed people like you and
Myself.
me. um, so yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. How to apply the natural planning model. Natural planning model. It sounds very fancy, but I really identified when I was reading that part of the chapter because I thought I was an alien before reading that thing.
I thought you were an alien.
Yeah, in terms like when it comes to like managing projects and like um brainstorming, having new ideas, uh it always happened to me in the worst times, like not at the right time. So I'm never at my desk when the best idea strikes. And I came to that conclusion a while ago when I was
Mm-hmm.
working in the field. And I already told you that when I'm working on the field, I'm in the truck. I'm driving. I see things. I'm a visual guy, so most of my like best ideas are not when I'm at my desk with
Mm-hmm.
all my tools. My calendars, my
Absolutely. Yeah,
um. So
I could
most
relate to that 100%. Like, that's why a lot of people, like, when they're in the shower, they get like an idea that pops in their head, or like
Yeah,
when they're
you
in
say that all the
bed, laying
time. You
down.
say that all the
But
time.
it's like that because, like, when you're in bogged down in your day to day, it's like you don't have any like creative energy. I feel like, it's because your mind's just focused on like the on getting your day done. So you don't really have space. I think, like, for creativity and shit. That's why, like, for me personally, like in the shower, I get a lot of ideas that cross my mind. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to forget the idea, so I have my phone like kind of out of the shower, so I'm just like fucking sticking my hand out while the water's still falling on me, fucking writing it down on my notepad. Okay, back into the shower.
So yeah, sometimes it's hard. Like I'm not good like that. I'm not good. To be honest, I'm not good at writing it down. I write it down when it's. I can't really tell you when I write things down. Mostly it's when I'm on the phone and I'm at my desk. But it will happen that, let's say I will be at it's mostly in the car, man. I'm driving all the time. So when I'm driving, it's the hardest part because you can't write
Yes,
anything
yes.
down.
When you're driving, sometimes
And
it
I could
just
be
comes.
talking for 30 minutes with my accountant, let's say.
Yeah,
We come down with a bunch of things. So it's all about having that clarity in your work. It's the key. Um, and before we get into the subject, bro, I just want to do this quick message. It's a quick shout out to our sponsor, Akinta. La Quinta restaurant, located in the heart of Montreal, 1851, Ontario Est. A Quinta is your go-to spot for authentic Portuguese cuisine, and you know him, we know him. It was founded by Jose in August 2007. A Quinta offers a warm, family-like atmosphere where you can enjoy delicious Portuguese grilled dishes, on-site made these desserts. Je suis pas là-dedans. Je sais jamais comment
Desserts, yeah.
Desserts. And a great selection of flavored wines and cocktails. So whether you're dining solo with your partner or with a group, Jose, his son Ricardo, and their dedicated team ensure you have a memorable dining experience. Visit them today and treat yourself to a culinary journey across the Atlantic.
Yeah, definitely the closest it gets to authentic Portuguese chicken. Like, again, I live in Portugal.
Seafood.
So,
and seafood.
Yeah, for sure. Like, Portugal has amazing chicken and seafood, obviously, and A Quinta is the closest it gets to the authentic food, and it's super well priced as well. So definitely check them out.
So yeah, let's kick things off.
Let's go this week. Actually, you down? Let's go see Rick. It's a while I don't see him, actually.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, we could.
Let's go this week. We'll grab a nice chicken.
Yeah, 100%. All right, man. Let's kick things off. Sorry, getting there. 5 phases. The 5 phases of project planning. And why we emphasize about project planning is because when you feel overwhelmed, it's not because you have too many things going on. It's because you lack control over things that are going on. I always, Jordan, I always compare myself to like the biggest like entrepreneurs of this world. Like I'm always, when I feel overwhelmed, I'm always thinking, I'm like, hey man, like you're overwhelmed. You have
so you're kind of like manifesting type of thing, Like you're like if this human,
if I'm there and this guy is there, how is he doing? And that I'm like that I'm not doing because I obviously he's not 10 times more stressed than I am.
No,
he would die.
It's more like, okay, like that is the kind of the recipe to get to where you want to go, right? Like the stress and all that stuff, the stress, the work, the hard working is necessary to get that. And you see all the successful people in the world, like they all have to go through that shit. So it's like, yeah, you want to look at it like that instead of like, and how else would you look at it, right? What are you going to look at? Like, oh, I'm having a bad day, it's stressful. Like,
they're obviously not taking 10 times the pressure, 100 times more pressure. Like they have to have trusted systems, like they have to name it, like have their own essentials. What's your essentials? Do you have essentials? Do you have like criterias in your life to make things less stressful? It depends. Like it depends what you're doing. You might be like at work. You might have a very stressful work. I don't know. You might be an entrepreneur. I just feel like people don't really take the time to take control.
What do you mean by that?
This guy, David Allen, this book is all about breaking down how our brain works. He's not like coming up with some new stuff. He's coming up with just the stuff you need to understand about your brain. Your brain is the most powerful planner in the world. So not your calendar, not your fancy app that you pay $59 a month or a year, whatever. It's like this natural planning thing is all about gaining relaxed control. you know, I could talk about this all day long, bro. Like
Well,
it's
what are the biggest parts of this chapter? He spoke about like the horizontal. What's the horizontal and the vertical focus that he spoke about in this chapter?
yeah. So the horizontal focus was everything that we spoke about last week about the horizons and your
Mm.
purpose. So everything that you figure out in the horizontal part of your focus, your purpose, your vision, um, your levels of responsibility, all that stuff will then make you choose between this project or that project. Um, Once you choose a project, you go vertical because now you need to outline and decide and choose at which time. So we're really breaking down here. We're not. I'm not trying to add something to your system. I'm not trying to show you new things. This is really more how like we're really more looking into how your brain works. And like when you go vertical, you really think about like, okay, so and he gives the example in the book. Um, um, there's this quote, very interesting quote. I don't know who quoted this. It's Alvin Toffler. I don't know who Alvin Toffler is. I need to check that out.
I'm gonna have to
But
check it out right now.
he said, "You've got to think about the big things while doing the small things, so that all the small things go in the right direction." You've got to think about the big things while doing the small things so that all the small things go in the right direction. You could stay busy doing a lot of things, a lot of small things, not meaningful things for a long time without, if you don't think about your real purpose, it will catch up. Trust me.
How often do you think we should revisit that?
Some people they only visit that once they get sick real bad or they get like an
And they have
accident,
like a near death
near
experience, and
death
then they don't take
experience. They
shit
get
for
to the
granted anymore.
hospital. Exactly.
Yeah.
They're like, and the doctor tells them, "Hey, call your daughter, call your son because you need to make
Dude,
arrangements."
I was scared. Like when I was a smoker, and I quit like 6 months ago, right? When I was a smoker, I was worried that the only way for me to quit was if something bad would happen. Like I would have like knock on wood, like really bad, like a crise count, like I don't want to say heart attack, bro. It makes me want to like knock on wood. But you know what I'm saying? Like I was scared about that. I was like, what is that what it's gonna take me to quit?
Yeah, I remember when you said that.
And nonetheless,
That's hard.
it was the hardest thing for me to quit, and I still managed to quit. Shout out to what's that book called? And it's another Alan. It's another Alan. Alan Carr. Alan Carr's
Oh,
Easy
really?
Way to Quit Smoking. If you guys are
Check
smokers
that
in the
out.
chat, Alan Carr's Easy Way. My girlfriend recommended me that book.
Well,
I'm like, nah, how
I
the hell does a
stopped.
book make me quit?
I stopped drinking alcohol beer. This is actually my favorite beer.
But you like
Zero
have this
alcohol.
switch. You tend to have this switch that I don't have. Like you just want to, whenever you feel like stopping, you just turn the switch on or off. I don't have that luxury like you
Yeah,
do.
I stopped, and it's actually very good. It tastes just like regular beer, but without alcohol. I really enjoy it. Non-alcohol.
That's like me drinking a decaf coffee.
It's not the same. Decaf coffee really tastes different. This really tastes the same, and it's actually the same
No, it
ingredients.
doesn't. No. Come to my house. Come to my house tomorrow. I'll give you a decaf coffee. You won't even tell the difference.
Well, it depends which one.
They should make like decaf cigarettes. Imagine nicotine free cigs. You're just smoking a cig. Yeah, it's
but
like
what are you? And at the
you're
end
just
of the day,
smoking
like,
fucking air. Or like crushed up nerds. Don't mind me.
oh my god. But yeah, I was switching up. Let me just pick
Alvin Toffler. That's the inventor of toffee. No,
the
he's not.
inventor of toffee, Alvin
No,
Toffler.
it's not true. No, it's not true at all.
Did you find the quote? The quote, the guys from the quote.
Yeah, I saw the guy, some rich Jewish guy, I think.
So David Allen describes the natural planning model as the brain's intuitive way to organize actions to accomplish any task through 5 steps.
Toffler is a prominent futurist and the proponent of the theory, the third wave society. In this theory, Toffler has explicitly discussed the role of knowledge and technology in affecting change and thus shaping the coming of the new type of society in the future.
Yes.
So this is like that guy there that's fucking wants us to eat crickets. You will eat the bugs. What's his name? That guy. What's his name? The you will eat the bugs guy there. Anyways,
but your brain has this intuitive way to organize actions. Like if you really think about it, only us as like on the planet Earth, animals are not doing that. We're the only ones who are actually organizing things in our head. Like so when we were talking about purpose last week, and we went into this very deep conversation about purpose.
I would argue orcas and dolphins probably also the next
they say that
animal.
They say that they also plan and have feelings. They might have feelings.
So smart, man. Orcas are crazy smart.
But to this level, only humans have this level of like instant planning, organization.
Yeah, like they're thinking ahead type of thing. They're thinking about tomorrow. Usually animals are thinking like just survival. They're thinking like, okay, where am I going to get my next meal? And they walk for thousands of kilometers just to find a food source and water source.
But lots of that is instinct. Lots of that is based on instinct. If you really think about it, we're very different in the sense of like, okay, it's my daughter's birthday and she likes Pat Patrouille.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to have this party organized Pat Patrouille based. Where does that come from? Like, we're so
no idea what that
weird. Bro, this is like on an animal instinct base, this is very weird.
Yeah.
This is very different and unnatural if you really think about it. But it's just our natural way to organize things in our head, to like give ourselves pleasure and provide dopamine to ourselves and to our child.
But I think that we developed that because like now us humans, we live in an abundance world. We live in a world where we have everything and we have excess of what we actually need. And animals are not there yet. But if they were there, if animals were in that realm, that they had unlimited food supply, and maybe they would start thinking differently. They would evolve to start thinking about the future and organize and plan.
But how weird is that everything that made us grow to this point where we have all this comfort because we organized ourselves, our brain like got us so powerful that we got all this comfort. It also brings us all that anxiety and mental discomfort all at the same time because you're out there thinking, am I doing it right? Am I planning this right? Like you're actually stressed about something that's supposed to be your power, your most powerful asset. My personal thought on this is I feel like we're not controlling enough our brains. We don't have we have no idea of how to train that muscle. You see these athletes. I was talking to my dad this morning, and because I'm watching NFL football, like I'm watching the playoff right now, and I see all these guys pushing all these extra efforts because it's the last game of the season, right? Like if you're losing now, it's over. And they were talking about the Minnesota Vikings because the Minnesota Vikings is one of the oldest professional team in all sports combined. They were saying NHL, NBA, all these other sports. The Minnesota Vikings never earned a single title since 1961. They're that.
They come close to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Bro, like, what does that? What makes or break great teams and great companies and what make them?
Okay, I see where you're getting at. It's definitely a mixture of a lot of like factors, right? Like planning, athleticism, practice. The same thing applies in a sport, and you can apply the same concepts in with a business, right?
Yeah.
But I
of
have a
course.
side quest question for whoever's listening and for you as well, Phil. It's off topic, but it's gonna take me 2 seconds to answer this question. What do you think hurts more, a full pin, open ice NHL hit, or or a hit in football, head to head collision?
I had the collision.
Head to
100%.
head collision.
Yeah.
Versus
Hurts more. I feel like damages more is the head-to-head collision in football. It's proven.
okay. Now, what about a head to head collision in hockey? Like they're just both skating with that speed, bang.
Mm. I can't tell because the guys in football, bro, some of them they're so heavy, bro. It's hard to say, and some of them
Yeah,
they're
but you
coming
gotta factor
fast,
speed. Imagine you're on your skates.
factoring speed. Yeah, I can't tell, but I
We'll ask
think that
ChatGPT later.
stats would tell that football guys are heavier and it hits. There's a couple, bro. You need to watch the playoffs in football, bro. You're gonna understand. Like, there's a lot of analogies, good analogies.
You keep trying to get me to watch football, bro. Honestly, man.
I
know
feel
you're
like
obsessed.
football is if you're a business owner, if you're trying to get into business and you're trying to like have that some type of. For me, it's my relaxed time. It's my me time that I get, but I also get my a
Okay,
single.
now let me ask you: do you sometimes sit there and watch football and say, okay, how can I apply these concepts to my
100%,
business?
100%.
Like what?
100%. I watch the sideline more than I watch the. I watch the coach, bro. I watch the coach eyes, and I watch him talk to his people. I
like that.
see the toxic culture more than you could think. Just by more than bro, you could imagine just by watching at the sideline. What's happening on the sideline? Who's keeping composure? Who's toxic? Like I see, in I was talking about the Minnesota Viking. There's this guy Justin Jefferson wearing
Yeah.
his full-blown river diamond sets, bro. He has like 3 or 4 chains. It's blowing the camera, bro. Every time the camera's on him, the chain is because the ice is so clean, bro. But at the same time, you're like, hey, are you out here playing football? Or are you just out here to showcase your $1 million jewelry set? And they lost, bro.
Why not?
They
Why not
lost.
both?
They lost yesterday.
Oh, you think they lost
They
because
made 3
because their heads in the
points, or
because their
7
head
points.
is in the wrong.
Bro. Are you out there to be a superstar, or you're actually out there to play football
Okay,
and win
but
a Super Bowl?
we guys like you and I, we're not in those positions, so like we don't know. We don't know if because once you start getting the fame and the money, your real personality comes out. So
Watch
you
the
don't know
Lions
if you
next.
were
Watch the Lions next week. They're not supposed to
Yeah.
be there. Detroit Lions. We're not supposed
Pittsburgh
to.
Steelers.
We're getting on a. It's
I'm
becoming
joking. I
a
don't know
sports
anything about
sports
football.
podcast. But bro, it's interesting because these guys, the Detroit Lions, a couple years ago, they were unexistent. They were not even in the conversation, bro. Like, it's crazy. And these teams, they get together. It's really like a chess play, and they analyze, they sit down, they plan. In a downtime, they really work. There's no secret to this. Of course, talents will always help. But even if you get Cristiano Ronaldo to your team, whatever, they will tell you. If all these other guys are not willing to put in the work and go to the gym and really like try new things, we're not getting there.
So
We're not
hard
getting
work
anywhere.
beats talent. You're saying hard work beats talent.
10 times.
But what if you have talent and hard work? That's one of the very few, like Sidney Crosby's, Wayne Gretzky's, Michael Jordan's.
Then
of
you
the
need
world.
systems. If you have talent and hard work, then good job, my friend. Bravo. Now you need systems, and you need to showcase how you're able to show to other people how to do that work.
Bro, can I make
to
you a
coach.
shirt that says "You need systems"? Would you wear it if I make it for you?
Yeah, bro.
I know you would.
Bro, I wouldn't say where I get that thing, bro. I get it tattooed somewhere.
I'm gonna get you a shirt. I'm gonna get you a shirt that says "You need systems."
You need systems. 100%. 100%.
They call them in sports. Well, I don't know about football, but in hockey, I watch hockey, or I don't watch hockey. I watch the Montreal Canadiens. Okay, and they don't call it systems anymore. They call it concepts.
Right.
concepts.
the
They don't like
difference?
to box themselves in like, yeah, our players are adopting.
Yeah, it's
our
overused. The word is
systems.
overused.
It's
That's why.
overused for sure. I guess it's like cringe for the players now. Like, we're gonna join this new team and play the
Play
systems.
systems.
Yeah, so they change it up. It's like the Habs now. The Habs are in the playoff spot. They use a new word. The management at the beginning of the year, they said we want to be in the mix. On va être dans le
Oh.
mix.
Okay.
They changed the terminology, I guess, to make it less cringe.
But
Yeah,
getting
no.
back
So
to
but sports is okay because it is the strategy vault, and sports is about strategy. So I felt like it was okay
you love
to stay a little
sports.
bit on.
You love sport. That sports style.
Not as much as you though. You're more of a sports fan. I'm just like I just watch the Canadians. I don't
Really?
watch sports, and yeah, I just watch and international football, like European football, like soccer.
For me, I like sports just like I like music and I like food. I'm just passionate.
Sports or just football?
I
feel
know
like you're
sports in general. I like
sports in
tennis.
general.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm
Sure. You were watching hockey the other day. You were texting me every time there was a goal.
F1, bro. I love professional sport. Is fascinating to me because it involves a lot of there's a lot of gambling in there, bro. F1 is one of the most. I think it's the most expensive professional sport.
You could pay me. I don't know how much money you could pay me. I would never do that.
I would never do that. Me neither.
There's certain sports I would never do, even if I was the best at it. I would never be a NASCAR driver or a race car driver, Formula One. I would never be a UFC or boxer.
But some of them started when they were kids. Like
even hockey. Hockey's fucking dangerous, man.
Yeah,
fucking missing.
Destroy their body.
Pucks to the mouth. Yeah. Fucking. Remember Richard Zednik when he got sliced?
Oh yeah. That was
bro. It's such a fucking crazy sport. But I guess football is more prone for like concussions.
But that's why you need plans, bro. Like you need multiple plans. You can't just like these professional. And I love NFL for that because these guys they have to go through university. You know, they go to college, university.
They have to go to
get degrees. You know, and yeah, because their career could be stopped short anytime.
True. So they need it's like kind of like a backup.
Yeah. I just love watching these guys putting everything on the line, especially during the playoff, bro. They put everything on the line. They put their body on the line. I see people flying during the playoff. It's crazy. Playoff football is something really different, my friend. Really different. And it starts a little before the playoff. It starts when people are fighting for spots. I don't know why I'm lagging right now. Now it just started for absolutely no reason. I'm sorry, guys.
Ficky bitty bitch.
Yeah. But anyways.
Okay, so show me a real world example planning a dinner using the planning model from the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see where you're at right now.
Sorry, bro. Because we got a bit off topic with talking about sports and stuff.
Exactly. I'm trying to get back to our
stress,
original conversation here. But yeah, we were talking about informal planning, bro. Like how it reduces stress.
There a way
on my
just like me and you would be nice.
Bro, like we were talking all summer long since August, we were talking about planning on this GTD thing. Planning is all about how you make it. And it's becoming it's morphing into something that's more and more like, I feel organic. And this is informal planning. This is what we're talking about today. And that's why I love it. That's how I rock my things. That's how I have multiple companies and I'm able to still do this podcast every night and still have fun with my daughter. Every time she ends daycare, we go slide and I still have time because I have systems in place and I have clarity over my work.
I want to hear this, and I'm pretty sure people watching us want to hear how do you do that?
Yeah.
Manage your businesses, take care of your kids.
it's
What are your tips for that? What kind of like personality traits do you need to be able to manage all those
funny you
businesses
say
that you
that.
manage and take care of your family, bring your kids sledding?
It's funny
I
you
look at you
mentioned
and I'm like,
personality because people think it's something like that you need to have, like you need to be different or something. It's really something that you develop by writing down your goals every single day, even if you think that it's not worth anything. Even if you think that it doesn't mean anything. Why would I write my goals down? When you start doing that, something changes. You start manifesting some stuff that you were just like um, um, low key, like putting away, like in some sort of like time capsule. Yeah, maybe I'll do that someday, but you never actually manifested in like a full page what it meant to you to actually go to vacation. Going to vacation means you need to plan vacation, pay for vacation, so you need to gather the money. So we were talking about planning and all that stuff. Your brain is very powerful, and you will start mapping that out only when you start writing that down. Start writing your purpose. Purpose was like the full. I don't know how many episodes we did before.
Is it a purpose to just want to be rich and be free? Is that a good purpose?
If it's your purpose to do that, write it down and map it out and visualize what it will take to get there.
Because for me, it's like
it will be a different conversation.
I'm sure a lot of people are the same. Like it's to know what your purpose is, right? Like there's certain things that I don't know, but I do know that I want to be rich as F. I do know that I want to be rich as F. I do know that I want to be free. Is that my purpose? Can that be my purpose? I don't know. So that's where it's like, define your purpose. I don't know what my purpose is. I just know I want to be rich and free.
The thing is, you don't want to be burnout. Trying to get to a goal that's.
But it's always stronger to have like some kind of deeper purpose, like deeper thing attached to it.
It's just rich as F has no image. It's just like you sitting on a pile of cash. What's rich as F? 53 million?
Yeah, I guess
530 million? 1 billion?
Yeah,
2
10
billion?
mil. Give me 10 mil. We'll call it a day, you know, Elon.
So what's 10 mil? What's 10 mil in 2025? What's 10 million?
Bro, okay.
2025.
10 mil I could retire because I'm going to place it properly where it's going to pay me enough to sustain my living and more, bro. I'll be able to take care of, you know.
So that's
10 mil is still 10 mil, bro. Even though it's 2025, 10 mil is still 10 mil.
So I don't have the money right now, but the yacht that I was looking for is $53 million.
Fair, we got 10x.
So I'm mapping. No, but in my head, I'm like, how do you get there? And I'm watching these guys. I'm like, hey, these guys have systems. They bought real estate, but they bought massive piece of real estate. How did they get there? How do you buy massive piece of real estate? How do you do those moves? And at some point, when you start getting into that, the money is not really important to you. You start getting into these projects. You're like, hey, that's really interesting, actually. Buying hotels and like, or like these projects, they become interesting. And that's how I got into business, because I was not of course at the beginning you're like, yeah, these entrepreneurs, they look rich and free. I want to be rich and free, so that's my purpose. But
it's not a good purpose. It's really not a good purpose. It's not a sustain. It's like you said you don't want to burn out, and with that, it's not a strong enough. Like,
I still prefer someone who says that than someone who's like, yeah, no, I'm going for safe mode, because safe is maybe safe for you right now until a pandemic happens, until war happens, until you need
like
to
a lot. I'm kind of jealous. I'm kind of envious. I'm envious of the people who kind of have like this purpose. Like, I want to save the planet. I want to save animals. You know, how do you give up with that purpose? I want to save animals.
Man, bro,
it's so strong that you'll do it for free. Like you don't even care about the money.
You got a lot of powerful and very, very wealthy people.
Like, I'm
care
jealous of
these.
those people. I'm envious of that. I want to have a purpose like that. I want to have a purpose strong like that.
Go
That's
see,
bigger
go
than
check
just I
Sea
want to be
Shepherd.
free. You
Go
know,
check Sea Shepherd on Facebook. You're gonna be very
Sea Shepherd.
Sea Shepherd. They're actually taking care of that business that you just talked about, and they're mainly donation based, and people are donating, and they have ships and they fight all around the world. Les braconniers. So I don't know how to say braconnier.
Sea Shepherd.
The people who are like fishing
I don't know what I'm
whales.
looking for here, Phil. Sea Shepherd. I'm not finding anything.
Sea Shepherd.
Sea Shepherd.
Yeah, you're supposed to find them. They have like a black flag thing on their ships, stuff like that.
Okay. But
It's
yeah,
actually
I know these people are they're raising a lot of money like on GoFundMe and
Bro,
stuff.
how much money do you need to like go across the sea and fight pirates and fight fight all these illegal fishermen, and like you need to raise a lot of cash and have a big purpose. Like it's all purpose based. These projects, all that organization that we're talking about, would not take place if it was not for people who were really, really interested in having that happen. So that's how, bro. Like it's the first part. Like you need to map out your horizons first. You need to map out horizontally before you get into it vertically. People are listing their tasks first, and then they expect to have like bigger conversations out of it and have bigger goals and bigger projects out of that. It's the opposite. You need to invert things and start right now about thinking like, what's my bigger picture? What's my vision? Where I want to get this? $53 million is not 5.3. $53 million. It's a gap, but it's not by working more hours. It's by creating major systems, by shifting your economy, by moving things forward.
I agree with that. Many people think that just by working hard you're going to get somewhere, but it's not the case.
It's not by setting more things on your.
I know you say systems a lot, but I totally agree with you. Like I know you say systems till you're blue in the face, but like you're 100% right. You need to have like systems make you save so much time, and make you be more efficient when you're working.
They make you scale.
They do.
They make you scale to bigger levels that even you will be impressed. You will be like, wow, you could actually do that. And you did it.
What do you think if one day we pull up like Zoho CRM and I don't know. I was thinking we can make it interesting to like show like because that's actually showing like really good value. Like to show people. I don't know if you could show, probably not because there's customer info. Like do it out, you would have to like blank out the customer info. But anyways, yeah, never mind. Forget what I just said.
No, but it's like I see what you're trying to say. Like it's these things are fairly new, and more people are becoming interested in like learning these things and learning how to like work themselves a CRM. These things were like back in the days when you and me started, George. On travaillait dans les centres d'appel. These things were worth a lot of money, bro. C'était des systèmes, bro. You remember, bro? They were telling us, yeah, it's $50,000 just for the database. I remember.
Sure, man. Data's expensive.
We're not gonna buy a new database because it's too expensive. They used to say that to us, and we were 18, 19 years old.
It's all about data, bro.
Like, all these things are very expensive.
You have a big database with customer and emails and phone number, bro. That's definitely worth money, bro, for sure.
If you know how to get organized and systemize data entry in your business, not only are you going to be flying today and tomorrow, like in your daily operations, but this makes your business a lot more sellable, a lot more interesting. It has more value. Your database becomes an asset at some point that you could sell. But you need to get organized. You need to get things done. You need to get this thing in the system. Getting things done, for me, is about getting more things done, sometimes without doing them, without having to do them. Because you learn how to create systems, to enter things more like the more you go, the more you're going to be making money, the more you're going to be making, like you're out there praying for more business, praying for more contracts, more sales. Once you get that, my friend, how you're going to get how you're going to be able to organize yourself is the game. Because if you can't take the business and you start being overwhelmed, you're going to hate yourself. You're going to hate your gut.
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you.
And he does cut me, and he leaves me alone in the live. What a guy. What a guy.
My mouse has a back button. I always click it by mistake.
What a guy.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I got to take off. I got to get going. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to do your...
Yes, my commercial segment. So, bro, do you want to do one? I do one.
Sure. I would love to, man.
So I'll let you go for...
Hold on. Let me...
Let me pull my notes.
Yesterday was too funny, bro. You thought because the camera was off, you're like, yeah, of course.
But it was a good conversation today, bro. I actually
liked it too. So, all right. Now, a quick word for my second sponsor, Entretien Uninet. Your commercial or industrial building deserves uncompromised maintenance. With EntretienUninet.ca, you no longer have to manage operational details. Why? I'll tell you why. Because they offer a turnkey solution that ensures your space is clean, functional, and secure for your employees and clients while protecting your facilities from premature wear. Their goal is what? What's their goal, Felix? Their goal is to lighten your workload so you can focus on your priorities. EntretienUninet.ca handles complete building maintenance with tailored solution, coordination that anticipates your needs, and noticeable results, all without you having to intervene. Let EntretienUninet.ca take care of your space's cleanliness and performance simply and efficiently. Visit EntretienUninet.ca. That's ENTRETIENUNINET.ca today. Let's put this over here. Yeah, I was just about to do that, man. Great minds think alike. Yeah, visit EntretienUninet.ca. Best cleaning company on the island of Montreal. They also service Ontario. We're expanding to Ontario to service Toronto and other major cities in Canada. So if you guys want a quote, give a call. Go visit the website, ask for a personalized quote, and they'll give you a free quote for all your cleaning needs. And yes, sir.
And before we go, special thanks to our final sponsor, Stratégie Conseil. If you're looking to elevate your business strategy or need expert consulting, Stratégie Conseil is here to help, specializing in business financing, consultation, and financial restructuring. Their team of seasoned experts brings decades of experience to entrepreneurs across all sectors in Canada, from coast to coast. Beyond financing, Stratégie Conseil implement custom turnkey solutions that unlock and amplify your business. So hit them up. Write in the comment. If you need financing, we want to hear about you. If you have business problems, we want to hear about you. Let us know. What's this count? We're done. All right.
Music.
See you tomorrow, guys. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, well, let's put some upbeat music.
See you tomorrow on Winners Wednesday. What is it tomorrow, George?
Way better than yesterday, huh? Thank you guys for tuning in. And last thing, if you guys don't mind subscribing to our YouTube channel, it helps us out a lot. If you guys liked us, obviously, if you guys liked what we're sharing, please subscribe, like. Love you guys.
Ciao,
Tomorrow,
Have a good night.
expand, never contract tomorrow, Jordan. Expand, never contract tomorrow, same time.
Yes, sir, Miller.
See you tomorrow.